Not all monsters in nature have fangs and claws. Some smile, some fly silently, and some use intelligence as a weapon. In this list of the top 3 most evil animals on Earth, we reveal the dark side of the animal kingdom, where survival meets strategy and cruelty is written into evolution.
Why the parasitic wasp deserves its place as the most evil animal on Earth. When we speak of evil in the natural world, no creature evokes more dread and unease than the parasitic wasp, a tiny yet terrifying predator whose reproductive strategy is as disturbing as it is ingenious. Belonging to families such as Ichneumonidae and Brachynomidae, parasitic wasps don't frighten us with their appearance, but rather with their cold, calculated methods of survival. What earns this insect the top spot among the most evil animals on Earth is its grotesque approach to reproduction. Unlike other insects that lay eggs in nests, trees, or underground, the parasitic wasp chooses a far more horrific option. It injects its eggs directly into the body of a living host, usually caterpillars, cockroaches, or spiders. The host remains alive and unaware that it has just become a nursery of death. When the eggs hatch, the wasp larvae begin eating their host from the inside, but with chilling precision. They avoid consuming vital organs like the heart or nervous system at first, carefully prolonging the host's life. This ensures that the larvae have access to a fresh, living food supply for as long as possible. This isn't a coincidence. It's a highly evolved survival strategy that turns the suffering of the host into the nourishment of the parasite. But the horror doesn't stop there. Some species of parasitic wasps carry viruses or secrete chemicals that allow them to control the host's behavior. In what can only be described as a real-life zombie effect, the host may be manipulated to climb to higher ground, stand still, or even protect the wasp's larvae rather than try to escape. In science, this phenomenon is known as zombification in nature, where the victim becomes an unwilling guardian of its own demise. The entire process may last for several days. During that time, the host lives in a state of slow death, silently suffering, unable to escape or even die quickly. This prolonged agony is what makes the parasitic wasp more than just a predator. It becomes a symbol of nature's most chilling cruelty. Unlike lions that kill for food or sharks that hunt to survive, the parasitic wasp's method is so calculated, so devoid of mercy, that it resembles a biological executioner rather than a simple animal. It's no longer about instinct. It's about a terrifyingly efficient system that weaponizes life itself. For these reasons, the parasitic wasp isn't just a fascinating creature in biology. It is also a symbol of the most sinister form of natural evil ever documented, an organism that turns survival into a living nightmare for its victims. Why the honey badger deserves its place among the top 3 most evil animals on Earth. In the brutal world of the wild, where survival is a relentless battle, the honey badger, Mellivora capensis, stands out as a defiant enigma. Small in size, yet capable of instilling fear in some of nature's most fearsome predators. It doesn't have the massive claws of a lion or the blinding speed of a cheetah, yet it has earned the title of the most fearless animal on the planet. And this reputation is anything but exaggerated. The honey badger is the embodiment of reckless courage and raw aggression. It will charge headfirst into conflict with animals many times its size. In the wild, there are documented cases of honey badgers attacking lions, hyenas, and even even deadly cobras. Not out of desperation, but because it chooses to. Thanks to its partial immunity to snake venom, a honey badger can be bitten, collapse for a few minutes, and then wake up as if nothing happened, casually finishing its meal by devouring the same snake that bit it. This resistance to pain and fearlessness makes it a living nightmare for any creature in its path. But its reputation for brutality doesn't end there. When hunting, the honey badger employs a shockingly brutal strategy. It often targets the genitals or other vulnerable areas of its prey, delivering excruciating pain and incapacitating its target quickly. This isn't just instinct, it's a high-impact tactical move designed to end fights as fast and decisively as possible. The level of intentional cruelty in its attacks is what sets it apart from many other predators. What further elevates the honey badger's evil status is its relentless and boundaryless behavior. It will storm into beehives for honey, enduring hundreds of bee stings without hesitation. It will raid snake dens, dig into rodent burrows, and even fight off packs of carnivores, all in pursuit of food or dominance. The honey badger simply does not recognize danger or back down. In its world, retreat is not an option. Its fearlessness, pain tolerance, and brutal efficiency in combat make the honey badger far more than just a tough animal. It is a symbol of pure, unrelenting aggression in the animal kingdom. This ferocity isn't rooted in survival alone, but in a relentless instinct to dominate and endure no matter the odds. For all these reasons, the honey badger isn't just one of the toughest creatures alive. It is rightfully one of the top 3 most ruthless, evil animals in the natural world. A true embodiment of nature's raw, unforgiving will. Fearless, fierce, and absolutely untouchable. Why the bottlenose dolphin deserves its place among the most evil animals on Earth. The bottlenose dolphin, Tursiops truncatus, has long been celebrated by humans as a symbol of intelligence, friendliness, and charm. Their playful leaps, apparent smiles, and ability to interact with humans have won hearts around the world. However, behind that peaceful and intelligent facade lies a dark and shocking reality. One that earns the bottlenose dolphin a rightful spot among the most ruthless animals in the natural world. One of the most disturbing behaviors observed in bottlenose dolphins is infanticide, the killing of calves that are not their own. This is not a random act of violence, but a calculated reproductive strategy. By killing the offspring of other females, male dolphins force the mothers to become fertile again sooner, giving the aggressors a chance to mate and pass on their genes. This level of cruelty, driven by genetic success, reveals a deeply strategic yet cold-blooded form of behavior rarely associated with animals often deemed adorable. Equally unsettling is their tendency to torture prey before killing or consuming it. Unlike many predators that kill quickly and efficiently, bottlenose dolphins are known to play with their prey, tossing fish or squid high into the air, chasing and slamming them repeatedly. These acts often seem more about amusement than sustenance. Sometimes the prey is not even eaten at all, suggesting that cruelty in this case may serve no survival purpose, but rather stems from complex social play tinged with aggression. Moreover, there have been numerous reports of bottlenose dolphins attacking weaker members of their pod, and even humans, both in the wild and in captivity. While dolphins are known to form strong social bonds, their communities can also be hierarchical and brutal. Bullying, exclusion, and physical violence have all been documented within dolphin pods. These behaviors mirror the darker aspects of human society, making their intelligence all the more unsettling when combined with such capacity for violence. The contrast between their endearing image and their darker instincts is perhaps the most disturbing element of all. The very creatures we view as friendly, playful companions of the sea have shown themselves capable of manipulation, strategic violence, and emotional cruelty, traits we rarely ascribe to animals, let alone ones with such a smiling face. Ultimately, it's this duality, the charming exterior versus the savage inner workings, that places bottlenose dolphins among the most evil animals on Earth, especially when viewed through the human lens of morality and empathy. They serve as a chilling reminder that in nature, intelligence and violence are not always opposites. Sometimes they walk hand in hand behind the friendliest smiles. Nature can be cruel, and sometimes the smartest creatures are also the most ruthless. Next time, we'll explore animals that use tricks and mind games to survive. Stay curious. The wild still has many dark secrets to reveal.